Alrighty, Steel Nation. G'day, Steel Nation. Welcome back to Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Man, what a look. I know it's been crazy since the Browns game. We're 1-2. I'm trying to get a bit more positive, trying to, just chill out a little bit. The game's coming up. The game's coming up versus the New York Jets. But we have a bit of news. This happened yesterday. Apparently, Jordan Berry has been signed to the practice squad and Delonte Scott has been removed as well. That's something to talk about. Minka has a head concussion, and who was the other bloke? We had Tyson Oluolu is now being changed to Montravius Adams on the depth chart. Now, I want to bring up an article, guys. Just looking at this article from my mate Noah Struckbarn at All Steelers Talk on YouTube. I'll link his YouTube channel and I'll link this article too, because I want to give a big shout out to those guys, because I was reading the news today and I saw the headline. I was like, Minka Fitzpatrick highlights 4 new injuries. And I'm like, man, oh man, Minka could be out for this game. So he goes on to say that Akilla Witherspoon, Minka, and our guard, Kevin Dotson, and punter, Presley Harvin, have been limited at practice. So let's go through these players one by one and what it might mean for the Jets game. Now, we did see last week that Akilla Witherspoon got burnt quite a few times. So Akilla Witherspoon might be out for this game, depending what happens with his hamstring injury. So it says here that Tomlin said his injury could place him back this week, depending his availability for this game, based on his practice participation. Now, let's go for the example. If Akilla Witherspoon is not back, if he's not back for this game, who's going to fill in? On the other side, you have Levi Wallace, Cameron Sutton, and Arthur Mollette's been playing some cornerback too. So that's going to be an interesting one to watch, guys, too, is the play of Akilla Witherspoon. I still think he's quite a good corner, but he did get burnt quite a bit also. Now, here's the big one, and with our defense versus the Jets. So apparently Minka Fitzpatrick is coming off concussion. Will he be out for the Jets game? I don't overly know. But say, for instance, if he is out for the Jets game, who's going to fill in? Who's going to fill in for Minka? My guess it would be probably Trey Norwood running around, taking his role, and then Edmonds also fighting next to him. But you've got also the special team of Miles Killebrew could probably fill in too, right? And hopefully that Minka can be back for this game. So, but he needs to be cleared before the Jets game. Otherwise, he can't play. If he's deemed to not be healthy, then he won't be out there. So those are some interesting things. Also, Kevin Dotson will be out too, guard. I think he's hurt his foot. But the big one I want to focus on today, and I know I should be focusing on the O-line, but the big one I want to focus on today is Jordan Berry is back. Can you believe it? Jordan Berry is back. My Aussie mate, Jordan Berry. Now, I've got a funny story to tell you guys, right? I actually met a bloke down the park the other day. He was sinking footballs in the air, practicing his punts and having it, trying to vie himself for a college scholarship. And actually, he worked out with Jordan Berry. So we were talking yesterday. His mate was Josh. He was singing footballs down the park, practicing to be viable for a college spot over there. We have a thing here in Australia called Pro Kick Australia, where they take in punters, and guys like Jordan Berry, Mitchell Wisnowski, Brad Wing have all had the chance to get college scholarships and go on to the NFL. So with news that Presley Harvin has hurt his hip, he might be out. The Steelers went and signed Jordan Berry to the practice squad. Now, will we see Jordan Berry come back to the Berg and play against the Jets? Could happen. It might happen. So that to me is some interesting news, guys. Overall, there's 4 injuries there: Akilla Witherspoon, Minka Fitzpatrick, and Kevin Dotson. Yet again, he's hurt, right? So who's going to replace? You think about it. Who's going to replace Kevin Dotson? You have on the O-line. It's not the best O-line in the league right now, but it's doing its job. It's pushing members forward. I think they're doing good to okay. I'm not placing the struggles on Trubisky on a bad O-line. I actually like the O-line, what they're doing. I thought they were running the ball fantastic against the Browns in the first half, and in the second half, they ran literally like 5 times and couldn't go anywhere. Now, here's a spot too. Does that mean without Dotson, does Kendrick Green come into the equation? Does Green go play left guard if Kevin Dotson can't? And we all saw what happened with Green in the preseason was getting pushed backwards, falling over his feet, and getting absolutely turned around. So let me know in the comments, guys, if you believe that Green's going to come in. Are you worried about the Dotson injury? Are you worried about the Minkah Fitzpatrick injury? And also, are you excited about Jordan Berry coming back to the Steelers? I know a lot of fans out there not a big fan of Berry. They say he's got an average leg. They say, his punts can go awry. But to me, guys, I'm not really worried about the punting. I'm not really overly worried about our top 10 defense or our top 5 defense once TJ Watt gets back, once DeMonte Kazi gets back. I still am worried about the play calling situation and the quarterback play in Trubisky. I believe this game coming up against the Jets, and we'll talk about it all week, this game against the Jets, I think, is a must-win. It is a must-win for the season. They don't want to go 1-3, and they want to go back to 2-2 and have a chance to go into Buffalo and upset Buffalo. This is a must-win for the Coach Tomlin regime. It's a must-win for Matt Canada's offense, and it's a must-win, I believe, for Trubisky to set the sail correctly and right and move forward, because all he's doing now is throwing off his back foot. Anyways, guys, that's the updates right now from Pittsburgh Steelers Syndicate. Yes, I'm a day late, so I apologize, but there is still news to be talked about. Minkah's concussion, Keeler Witherspoon hamstring, Kevin Dotson might be out, and the addition now of Jordan Berry. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good rest of your day. And as always, here we go, Steelers. Here we go.